Okay, we are live back again every Thursdays at 5:05. So as I mentioned on the other day, Thursdays in Portuguese we call Quinta, that is the number 5, Quinta-feira, the day of the week. So we use the Quinta-feira, the fifth day of the week at 5:05 to make these live videos. My name is Ana Leal. I represent Algarve Nature Tours, the nature brand of Domitur. Hello, Maria. Today we have an amazing topic. We will speak about the Portuguese way to Santiago de Compostela, and two beautiful ladies that I will present soon that will join us on this conversation to speak about their testimonial, how they lived. We will speak about the walking and also the cycling, because Andreia did the cycling and the walking, and Vargues did the walking, and I also did the cycling. So basically we have two persons that did the cycling tour and two persons that did the walking tour. Andreia, welcome. So I'm seeing all your messages here. That's really nice. Also, if you have the chance, share this live video, so more people that is in love and that also wants to do the Camino of Santiago, the Portuguese way to Santiago de Compostela, at least they can have already a couple of information. For now, everything is still off, so the hotels are closed, the borders are closed, there's no planes in the air, so it's not possible to come at the moment. But we also have a tour in July, a guided cycling tour in July, so it's also a possibility for you to join. But for now, what we want to pass is the information and the experience that these two beautiful ladies had while they were doing the Camino, the Portuguese way to Santiago de Compostela. So let me put them on air, so to join the conversation. Welcome, Andreia. I will start by Andreia and then by welcome Ana Vargues. So Andreia, she is a little bit nervous today because she needs to speak in English. She likes to speak in Portuguese, but we told her no problem. This is a ladies' conversation about the Portuguese way to Santiago de Compostela. So in any case, if she needs some help, we can also help her. Andreia, welcome. I'm very happy that you join us. You are also our testimonial in our website. So we have the first conversation and interview that we made with you. Hello, Luizanne. Welcome. We are speaking about the Portuguese way to Santiago. Andreia is the testimonial that is there. The videos, it's her experience. So if you have the chance to go to our website or to our YouTube and check her videos, because the testimonial is really, really nice. And also, I want to invite everyone that is seeing the video, if you have questions about the Portuguese way to Santiago, if you have questions to our guests, feel welcome to give us, to share, and we will, of course, answer your questions. Andreia, a few words just before starting. Tell us a little bit about you and how did it start, this idea to go to Santiago de Compostela?
Okay, I try speak English, okay? For me, is I start the way because I have a friend and she do it maybe 3 times the way. I think one time she do it the French way. And one day I talk with she and she tell me, okay, I want to do it again, and because I want to go alone, but I feel a little tinha medo,
afraid.
Yeah. And she tell me, okay, I'm going with you, and maybe I speak with another friends, and we go together.
And we will, of course, so then you invite Ana Vargues to join me.
No, more or less.
So now I'm going to pass to Ana Vargues. Ana Vargues, welcome also to our conversation. For sure, I want to have you again in our talks, live talks. The other time will be to speak about Algarve. But tell me, how did you join Andreia? How did you decide to do the Portuguese way to Santiago?
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon to you all. Thanks for seeing us here today. Thank you, Ana, for the invitation. And it was funny because I didn't met Andreia before the trip. We just met on the first day we joined all together. So it was a common friend organizing on the challenge on the Facebook, saying, I'm organizing this, the Santiago way, or the Portuguese way to Santiago on these dates. Who will join me? And then the two of us, we applied and we said, you can count on us. So 3 of us already made the group, or were in the group, and then a fourth person joined all together, also to us. And so the 4 of us made the way at this
to
time.
Santiago.
Yeah,
And
to Santiago.
And you, Anna, why you decided to do? Because I know more or less already Andreia, why she decided, but why you decided to do the Portuguese way to Santiago? What was your main reason?
Well, as you know, I work a lot. So my job is related a little bit to the cycling and the walking in the Algarve. And so it was like always a wish to experience the way, to have the feeling of doing by myself a long route, having the possibility of managing along the different days, the difficulties, the problems, or the challenges. That's it. And so the main motivation was that I wanted to experience, to know, to have the feeling of what I heard from other people, in terms of what the experience of the way was. So,
and it was your first walking experience of 6-7 days walking experience?
In the Algarve, I already made some walking, but not at the most walking. The most walking 2 days in a row, or no more than that. But I wanted something a little bit more that would take me a little bit more, challenge me a little bit more.
Okay, so now let me ask Andreia. Andreia, well, this is a question for both, but I need to redirect every time. Again, people that is watching us, if you have questions for these 2 beautiful ladies that did the walking and the cycling tour from Porto to Santiago de Compostela, feel free to make questions here. Andreia, first time you saw and you met the other people that was going with you. You were 4 of you. We will share some pictures later on. For sure, everyone has their, let's say, their particularities. Like someone like this, others walk fast, others wants to drink. How was, and the question is for both of you, of course, but first for Andreia, how was managed 4 ladies with different rhythms doing completely alone the walking tour for 7 days to Santiago de Compostela?
Oh,
I told you it's difficult questions here.
Yeah, because everyone is different, and for example, I talk a lot, and another lady want more silence, or I want to stop it, or another one want to walking more. For example, I have on the way when I do the walking a problem with my phone. You remember, Anna?
Yeah.
Because all the days is raining. And I stopped with Hannah and more 2 friends and take a selfie. And the water estragou o telefone.
Ruined.
Broken.
Yeah, ruined the phone.
And for me it's big difficult because I have a relationship with my phone.
Okay.
And
okay.
It's important because I have eu aprendi, I learn with me and the moment and the persons. and not the phone. But it's very difficult because I'm crying and I'm my phone, and it's difficult.
So you
But
had to create this unattached. You had to release and to leave your phone away, something that was really difficult for you
yeah,
before.
and
Okay,
it's
so it was a challenge.
yeah, it's necessary the deixar ir, deixar ir.
Go.
Yeah,
Let it go. Yeah. Not to be so dependent from your phone. Okay.
yeah.
So Anna, she laughed a lot about it. And for you, Anna, what was the difficult part of being with the three ladies that you only had one friend in common?
The main concern, I believe, it was before the start. You always wonder if you will get along with the people. We don't know. I only knew one of the person in the group. So the other two, it was all those questions. Do we get along? Do we'll get along or not? How will I deal with somebody that can be completely different from me and could say that, let's stop, let's have here, and the others want to keep going, So these were the questions or the doubts before. When you are in the process, also another thing that you think is, well, I have to deal with this. So this is part of the thing. So let's hope for the best, and let's go. So that was it. Sorry. Immediately when we were all presented to each other, I felt that we were all in the same symphony, in the same page. Yeah, that's it. So immediately felt that with different purposes, but we were there for the main goal was to make the best and try to not bringing anything. Yeah, that's it.
So you were all in the same page on the sense that you all wanted to respect the space of each other and to be as a group and not to enter in conflict. So you were somehow, we can say that with awareness and consciousness, so you were mature on the way you were doing it, this trip with persons that some of them you never met before.
Yeah, that's it.
Very interesting. And tell me, why you decided, this is also a question for both of you, why did you decide when you did the walking tour to take your own luggage? Because this is, and I tell you why I ask this. Maybe I'm too spoiled, okay? Maybe because I work in a travel agency. I think that I will never, unless it's like obligatory and I don't have any other choice, I will never carry on my luggage because I see it on the way that I want to travel. I want to see the places. I don't want to have everything on me. But this is me. So why did you decide it? That's why I make the question, to take your luggage with you and not have arranged transfers for the luggage. You can start, Anna, and then I can.
I wanted to do the way with that part. So it was one of my main goals. It was carrying the luggage with me. I wanted that to be the part of the experience. I wanted to feel that I would be able to do it by myself, carrying my stuff. I think that was part of the feeling, I believe that in the future, if I consider to do a great walking route in other parts of the world, I would probably decide like you did. But on this one, on this specific one, I wanted to have the experience to do it like that, carrying my own stuff. Yeah, okay. It was, I believe, a little bit part of the sensation of the challenge or defying you.
I would say the pilgrimage experience, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Andreia, go ahead.
Eu ia te questionar para tu fazeres a pergunta em português e eu tentar, por favor.
Está bem. Porquê que vocês decidiram levar a bagagem às costas e não terem arranjado um transfer para as vossas bagagens? Eu acho que a resposta... Eu lembro-me de tu me falares
It's
disso.
the same like Anna, because I have eu tive dificuldade, I have a dificuldade em fazer a mala. Yeah, it's difficult for me. Yeah, because the first pensamento, think,
my first thought,
is I take my cream, my perfume, my everything inside the bag. But when you put the bag on your arms, shoulders, and you is very for 7 days is big, and is the same Dana is very important because it's like a life, and sometimes in your life you carregas na tua vida.
You carry on things that are not yours. In reality, Andreia, that's why I gave the chance first to Anna to answer this question, is you explained very well on the video. The ones that are listening us, we have a video on our YouTube channel, and I think also probably here on Facebook. If not, I will share soon, that Andreia explained her experience of the walking tour to Santiago de Compostela. And over there, you explained very well the fact that you have, in life, you carry on a lot of stuff, a lot of heavy things that are not yours, and you need to learn to release it, to leave them aside. And if you have the chance, guys, who is listening, go and check our YouTube, because this video is really nice, or in our Facebook, and I think also in our website. It's there, Andreia, it's the testimonial of this walking tour.
I'm sorry, my English.
Very nice. It's good, don't worry. But they have the translation, so it's in Portuguese. It's even better. Okay, so I don't know if you want to speak. If not, I will pass to the next question. Okay.
Just would like to add something. Can it be?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the things that our friend, firstly, and that made me an impression on me that until today I always remember. She asked, "Are you ready for this? Are you ready for carrying on the luggage?" That was part of it. And then she said, "And not having hot water." Because sometimes, when you get to one of the hostels, it's possible that you don't have. And on that moment, I felt, well, can I give up from my hot water bath? Will I be able to do it? Yeah.
In fact, you had to, right? On
yes.
This walking tour. And she told me. That's another thing. Well, I really appreciate and respect your ability to challenge yourself on these situations. True, also that I also did a couple of volunteer service in Egypt long time ago, and I also had this type of experience. I lived in Africa also, but. Again, I say, because I'm working on tourism, when I see this as tourism, like doing this kind of walkings, because I love nature and I love to do this as a tourist, I will not put myself in a position that I might not have hot water. But I completely understand.
Yeah.
And Camino de Santiago and the Portuguese way to Santiago, it's that. In fact, it's completely different of Rota Vicentina or Via Algarviana. The concept of the reality is different.
Yeah.
And Camino de Santiago, for most of the people, is to challenge themselves to go in a deep interior, how do you say, like trip. You know, it's to go inside. It's a trip to inside. And Andreia also mentioned this on the video. The walking, it was go inside. And then the bicycle one was to expand. It should be really, the videos are really nice, Andreia. She was doing.
You can see.
Yeah. Oh, you still have the shell with you.
Yeah.
Shell.
Ana Vargues, do you remember?
Yeah, the shell. Yeah.
Stay with me always.
Since the first trip?
Always.
Because the way is inside.
Okay. Really, really nice. Well, but you already spoke about very important experiences then about this hot water also, or the cold water that you receive, that you get. But if for the ones that are hearing our live talks, if you have to give an advice to someone that is coming to, I don't know, it can come from Australia, it can come from UK, it can come from Brazil, it can come from all over the world, and decide to come to Portugal, to land in Porto, and do the Portuguese way to Santiago de Compostela. And let me make a stop here in this sentence. I've been recently with the responsible for tourism of Santiago de Compostela city, and she mentioned that the Portuguese way is way beautiful at the moment and not so crowded as the French way. So she was really enlightening and giving the Portuguese way as the most beautiful one. And this was in an event in US, okay? So if you have to give an advice to everyone that is listening us right now, which advice would you give? And I will start by Andreia this time and then to Ana Vargues. Which advice can you give to someone that is crossing the world to do this Portuguese way to Santiago de Compostela?
Podes repetir em português?
Qual é o conselho que tu darias a uma pessoa que pode vir de qualquer parte do mundo fazer o caminho de Santiago, a partir de Portugal, a partir do Porto? Qual é o único, se tivesses que dar um conselho, qual seria?
O único conselho que eu posso dar, tu depois traduzes, Jana, para ser mais fluido.
Okay, I will translate later. Yes, okay, go ahead.
Thank you a lot. O único conselho que eu posso dar, se fosse só um, que aproveitem o caminho para deixar todo o processo, tudo o que estão a viver e a sentir até ao momento de dar o primeiro passo lá para trás. Deixar tudo lá para trás. Okay, e abrir o coração.
Okay, let me see if I'm able to translate, because it's a very deep intention that you put on this message. So Andreia is telling that if she only can give you an advice, is that when you start your trip, when you start to make your pilgrimage way to Santiago de Compostela, just leave behind everything, all fears, everything that you lived so far, and all the doubts that you have in your life. Leave it away, leave it on the back, and do this trip with your heart open. I think that I made the translation. Ana Vargues, help me if I did.
My advice goes more or less the same way that Andreia. Don't be afraid. If it's something that you want to do, it's something that you have to be receptive to, and you have to be open-hearted, and that's it. Because even for people doing it alone, we never felt unsafe. We never felt that we would be in risk. No, we just felt a lot of help between people, helping each other. So in case that you are even walking alone, you will find other people in the same conditions. And that's what was Andreia saying. Open the heart and do the way without letting anything from the outside interfere with you. Because the way, my main motivation was not the pilgrimage itself, but it's impossible to let not to look inside you, not look to your own experiences. You walk lots and lots of time with your own thoughts. Of course, there were also between us some moments of laugh. Of course. but we walked the four of us together, but each of us had her own process. So each of us with our own thoughts, each of us with our own challenges, with our own perspectives and differences and so on. But the main advice I would say is don't be afraid, because
even that you are alone. This is a very good advice.
Desfrutar.
Yeah, and enjoy. Yeah, exactly. This is a very good advice, because I did it in January. I did it cycling. I find in January just a few people on the road on the Portuguese way to Santiago. Maybe we crossed, like we saw maybe 5-6 persons. We didn't see many during January, because of course it's not the most typical month to do it. And there's two things that I remember very well about the way. Is one of them is every time we stopped to have a coffee, or to have even for a coffee, all the Spanish people coffees, they always serve us the coffee and a little bit of cake, because they know that we are on the way, you know.
That's it.
They always tell us buen camino. Everybody wishes have a good, right? Do you
Buen camino.
Buen camino. Another one I also enjoyed a lot, and I think this is an amazing place. I don't recall exactly where, but on the way there was no it was a big area, a lot of kilometers without a village. So they created a spot that people can stop, some machines. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Can also eat and drink. They have a toilet. So because there was nothing in the middle of the forest, they create this space for the people that was doing the way. And this is also, I was so amazed on the positive way. Like, this is great. They really understand the people that is doing the way. So definitely, there's no need to have fear. There's no need to feel afraid to come and to do even alone. That's a great advice for the people that is listening. The people that is listening, if you have questions, please feel free. Feel free to ask us. I'm seeing just here on this one, but well, if you write it on Facebook, I will probably see the questions. Another thing, do you and after your what you shared, do you think that you became friends? I'm doing difficult questions, okay? Do you think that you became friends for life?
For sure, we are friends. We nowadays, the Andreia and the other two girls are my friends. I feel like it. Even that we are separated, we don't live so close from each other, or we are not so frequently together. But yeah, they are my friends. They will always be the first people I shared my way, you know. So yes. This is a mark on my life. They are the three other people that walked together with me, and they are there because of that. They are a mark in my life on that aspect. So on that matter, they are the three other people that walk together the way. So exactly. That's one important, and it's something really, really, at least for me, makes parts of myself. So.
Ana Leal, traduz-me, por favor. Okay, vou acrescentar, é exatamente o mesmo da Ana, contudo, ao longo do caminho também há pessoas com que tu te cruzas que, embora não fiques com ligações de contactos, são pessoas que te marcaram e que te transmitiram, ou de certa forma, alguma mensagem que te ficou para dentro, não é? Okay. E no nosso caminho aconteceu, várias pessoas, houve uma senhora em particular. Eu não comuniquei com a senhora, nada, não falei com a senhora, mas por momentos caminhei lado a lado com ela. E foi como se que, naquele passo que eu dava lado a lado com aquela senhora, as minhas três companheiras iam mais à frente, eu fico mais atrás, era como se ela precisasse de ter ali uma energia ao pé dela, mas nós nem conversámos, não houve qualquer partilha. Portanto, ao longo do caminho, quem vai fazer o caminho também vai ter essa possibilidade de não ficar com o contacto, mas partilha no momento presente a presença de outras pessoas, ou até mesmo a privação. Se puderes partilhar.
Okay, so I will try to translate it. So basically, Andreia was telling that, of course, no doubt that we became friends for life, but also there's people that we see on the way, that we meet on the way, and you don't need even to speak with them, but that you meet on the way that also give us something for our life, and it can be for our entire life. And she's sharing one experience she had with someone. Her colleagues, the group was going a little bit further. She was going back with a lady that she felt for one reason or another. They didn't even change a word. They didn't exchange any words, any conversation, but she felt that this person needed somehow to have someone going next to her to give her some energy. So she, for a big walk, she walked a while next to someone that she never spoke, but she felt that she should do that, and that she's telling to the ones that are listening us that if you do it alone, you probably will also meet this type of persons on the way. You can share things with them, but for sure they will give you something that you can also take back home and take it to life. That's a very nice experience. Andreia, she's very talented for this and for the history, for the stories, right? You agree with me. She's
yeah,
a great
right.
She just, the English stopped her a little bit, but she can spend like hours speaking about this. Listen, one thing, and I don't know, Andreia, if you had other type of experiences apart from the Portuguese way to Santiago. And I know that she knows, of course, at least in the Algarve and Rota Vicentina and probably outside the country. What is different on this? The question is, on this way, on this walking way, what is different from the others that you know? It's a difficult question again.
It's a difficult question. The thing, it's the feeling that you already mentioned. The first couple of days, from my experience, it was something that I wanted to do. It was the Portuguese way, but then I was like a little bit with the idea that it would be something, or a walking like I would do in anywhere else, even in the region, 2 or 3 days walking. But then after 3 days walking, I started to realize that you start to have conscience that you have more 4 or 5 days to walk. It will take you more a little bit to your inner journey, you know. So walking makes me that I enjoy walking. That's one of the things. It relaxes me and makes me look inside is exactly. But the way it's like impossible for you to run from that, you know, because after the first I was like expecting that 7 days I will do it, of course, and well, that kind of thing of starting looking inside myself. Oh, maybe not. But no, after 3 days, after the second day, you start to have conscience that yes, I'm here, dealing with this and this and this, all the different things, and you start to realize a little bit, like Andreia explained. I left behind lot of things. It makes you also wonder. We have, or at least I'm grateful that in my life I have a lot of things that I should be thankful for. Have a house, have a job, have my family with me, have all those kind of things that make less important, or make the material stuff, you know.
Gratitude.
Yeah, gratitude. Yeah.
Okay. And Andreia, she shared also on the videos that she was on the walking, she was crying a lot. So she said it was very emotional. So I was crying a lot. But at the end, and I don't know if you had this feeling. I had the feeling when I did it. The last kilometers, it seems that will never end. Like I want to finish after 6 days, right? I don't know if you had the same feeling, like this last kilometers in eternity, right?
That's a funny thing, because I think that each person experiences in a different way. But yeah, the feeling after, when you say, Santiago is only I don't know, 10 kilometers away, you start, but we never.
You made already 200, or you made already 100. Doesn't matter, but it's 10 kilos, right? But
when do I get there?
Yes, when do I where is it? But at the end, we feel very empowered, right? You feel, I did it, like I arrived, I'm here. And it seems that we take this experience for the rest of our life. Like it really gives us power, empowerment. Like I'm able to do it. Do you agree with me? Did you feel this also?
Yeah,
I did. One of the concerns that I also felt was that, like I mentioned before, I was used to do some walkings in the Algarve, like 2 or 3 days, but no more than that. And then you go and you think, well, I will do it. So it is. I was concerned that I would not be prepared for it, but yeah, we did it. So when you get to Santiago, that's the main. We did it. We are here, and then arriving to that amazing place, the village, the cathedral itself. You are, how do you say, together with other people from all over the world. Yeah, people from all over the world having the same feeling that you, wanting to share with everybody that we got here, we are here now, and it's a matter of how do you say, passing your own obstacles, separating yourself.
Yes, completely. I also had the same feeling. Listen, we get lost on our conversation. I will make a last question, and then I want to share some photos. So we have photos to share, guys. Stay with us. If you have questions, let us know. I want to ask you, after doing this trip, and I know that Andreia, at least you wanted to do it again this year. And I also plan to do walking on the 29th of March. I was supposed to go to do the walking tour over there, but to Santiago de Compostela. But my question is, after doing this trip, do you plan to go again and do another walking tour for 7 days somewhere else in Portugal or outside? I can ask first.
First to Andreia?
Yeah, first to Andreia and then to Ana, just to...
Se eu faço, Ana, a questão é, se eu faço intenção de voltar a fazer caminhada...
Sim, que não seja Santiago. Santiago a gente já sabe que sim, mas que não seja Santiago, que tens intenção de voltar a fazer...
Tenho intenção de fazer a via algarviana toda.
Okay, so the second one now, Andreia, is coming here, to Via Algarviana. Via Algarviana is the one I started to do. Now I wanted also to do all, but again in bicycle. And I hope I can do it still during this month, because we are not anymore in emergency state. So hopefully I will do Via Algarviana by bicycle still this month. And so that's the next one for you, Andreia. Cool. Yeah. Walking. You will do walking first?
Walking.
Okay. And you, Ana, do you think to go abroad or to do in Portugal 7 days tour?
One of the plans. Yeah, I started with the Portuguese way just to have the feeling if I would be able to. But yeah, that's it. What you want to do, you are able to do it. So yeah, many other great walking routes in my mind, all over Europe. All over, not only in Portugal, but all in other places. Yeah, but here in the Algarve, as Andreia mentioned, we have really beautiful, really nice walking routes. One of those is Via Algarviana, and it's a bit challenging also. Via Algarviana, it's not easy.
Not easy.
Not easy. So
Cachorro
yeah.
Barranco do Velho, cachorro Barranco do Velho.
Yeah. It's up and down, very big hills. In fact, I did recently one part of it of Algarviana. I don't recall if it was to Cachopo. Não, Barranco do Velho, mais para a frente, depois para Lolé, para Alto, yeah. But definitely, when I look to the tracks, even to the bicycle tracks, I say no, I have to divide them because it's too intense for me. It's too, especially in the beginning, Alcotim, the first 2, 3, like the first one, the first day, too much for me. So I will split in small steps, and hopefully in I don't know if we have someone from Italy listening us. But if I have the chance in January, I would love to go to cycle in Italy in January.
Yeah.
So let's see if this coronavirus allows us back to travel. Okay, one last question. Yeah,
we have to be grateful to coronavirus, because I think in terms of nature and outside, we will be privileged yes. in terms of being outdoors. So one thing to add. Andreia started by the walking and then the cycling, and then Andreia and you, Anna, you are experienced also in the cycling. But one of the things that I would like also to experience, I don't know if it will be the Portuguese way, but let's see. It's one of the great walking routes, but are one of the routes also by bike.
Okay, so I advise you the simplest one or the easiest ones are from that I love, and I did both. It's the Ecovia in the Algarve, of course.
Yes.
And the Setúbal Sagres that I also love. That also some tracks pass on Rota Vicentina also, and it's easy to do and really beautiful to start. Yeah. On the cycling in Portugal, the one I want to challenge myself after Via Algarviana, it's Douro, the international Douro. That is
okay.
Our guide, one of our guides, it's from that area. And it's very hard. I will probably do it on an electric bike because I don't have.
It works though.
Yeah, the views and the landscape, and it's mountain bike. It's incredible also. So definitely the International Douro. It's also my next one after the Via Algarviana that I hope I can do soon. So just before again, and sorry, I'm keeping the photos for the end. But just before leaving, maybe Anna can contribute a little bit more. How do you see the safety, and if people is going to travel again? The ones that are listening us, are you going to travel back soon? Are you going to travel soon? Or how do you feel about traveling abroad? And how do you think that we can deal with this coronavirus and traveling? Maybe you can answer if you feel afraid to travel or not. Has someone traveling? And people that is listening, they can also contribute on the chat. Okay, go ahead. Anna Vargues, how do you think that? Do you think that people is going to travel? Do you feel comfortable to travel? What's your?
I think. Yeah, I believe that it will take us a bit of time to adjust to the new condition of or the new requirements to travel in terms, the safety of people. At the moment, I believe that we are all feeling a little bit, how do you say, not scared, but a little bit apprehensive about all the whole situation. But maybe I'm also a bit optimist. You can say that I believe that traveling is one of the main pleasures we have in life. I believe that many people share this wish, and being so much time inside your house will make people realize that we have only one life to live. So, traveling is part of it. It's one of the activities that we learn more, we open your mind, you share experiences with so many other cultures, so many opportunities in terms of widening your own personality, your own world. That I believe that slowly, but it will not be something that people will leave aside.
Aside. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you, Andreia, are you planning to travel soon?
Se eu estou a planear viajar este ano?
Em breve.
Sim, em breve.
Oh, eu tinha uma viagem no fim de maio para os Açores. Tive que cancelar. Este ano sim, mas aqui dentro de Portugal só.
Okay. So Andreia, she's sharing with us that she had to cancel a trip to Azores. Azores Island, again, we didn't spoke during here, but Azores Island has nature destination. For me, it's top.
Yes.
For the ones listening, the people that knows me, I always make the comparison with Iceland, and definitely Azores, high level, high expectations. Okay, I don't want to say more, but Andrea is saying that probably she's going to travel, but here in Portugal. I can also share my opinion about it. I know that I'm a little bit, who knows me knows that I'm a little bit out of current. So I always think that this moment is the perfect moment to travel because I like the low season. I don't like to travel with many people around. And that's why I also love nature. And definitely, once we have planes in the air, I will probably, if I have the chance, I'm going to travel. Because I think the first moments are the best ones to travel. Regarding coronavirus, I have the same idea since the beginning. Of course, it was important for the countries to stop. There was, of course, I have my opinion about it, the way we deal with it. But to get immunization, to get immune to the coronavirus, there's only two ways: or the vaccine, or to get the disease, and the body itself will regulate. And hopefully, I'm very positive on that. If I get coronavirus, I will succeed, hopefully. So I have this feeling, so I can get coronavirus living in my own town, going to the supermarket, or if I go and travel abroad. So
that's it.
I'm not a person that is going to stop traveling. And even with coronavirus, I traveled twice. We traveled then to Holland, to Netherlands, and to Belgium.
I was like checking the dates, and then like on the 27th February, I was in the Netherlands. I was in Holland. So,
and in March, we traveled also in March. I traveled to Netherlands when they had 300 cases, and we had already the first cases in Portugal, and I traveled there. So definitely it's not going to stop me to travel. And I hope that many people also, of course, we need to take care, and I take care on my daily life. I use masks when I go and I'm in places with other people. I always take care of the hands, wash my hands. I avoid to bring them to my face. This is very important. Have the distance. All these things are important, but I will keep doing my life once they allow me, because part of my life is to travel. Now it's time to share the pictures finally. So you will comment a little bit, okay? Don't get afraid of this scenario right now. So here we have Andreia. We didn't speak too much about your cycling tour, but here's the moment where you arrive there. So again, just to remind, we have some videos with Andreia where she shares her experience on bicycle and on walking on YouTube channel. There's two videos with that. And I remember, Andreia, when you told me that when you traveled to Santiago by bicycle, it was very focused. You were very focused. And then when you arrived, the last kilometers is where all your emotions came up. And you were very happy, of course, to arrive there. So I have the interviews on my mind. You have to take the boat in Camino, right?
Amazing.
Aqui foi quando passamos o barco, foi em
Caminho to Vigo. Yeah, on the way to Vigo. Yeah. This rock is amazing. This statue is amazing. Very nice photo.
Very nice photo.
Having your memories here. I don't know exactly where is it. The fountain. Is this the fountain that you were telling us our story? The story?
No, not here, no.
Okay. She was telling us a beautiful story. It's sad that you don't, that we are doing it in English.
That way is a coastal way on the bike.
Coastal way, yeah, by bike. That's what I did. This is the walking way.
Walking, yeah, part. Yeah.
Oh, you were on kilometer 15. Okay, beginning. Okay, ladies, the beautiful group.
Yeah, sometimes stopping to have a photo or to just laugh a little bit. I don't know. Here when we started, that was the beginning. Yeah.
Okay. This is what, Viana do Castelo or something? Or
Valença do Minho.
Valença.
Valença do Minho, okay. The ladies on the way, happy Anna.
Nature, yeah, of course. The four of us.
And you had the stick with you. This is me on the cycling tour, yeah.
Oh,
Also
nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
He was, by the way, he was not cycling for ages, and he decided to join me on this trip. And I also asked him a couple of times, "Are you sure? Are you sure that you're ready to go on this trip?" And he was telling me yes. And then I said, "Okay, but then you are going to rent. We are going to provide you an electric bike because you're not cycling like me. So it's better to have an electric bike." And for a moment, he was pushing to have a regular bike, and I said, "No way." And at the end, he said, "Thank you." Only with electric I was able to. But he was not cycling for a long time, and he managed to do it very well. So
good, nice,
really nice. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, difficult, of course. Let me go back a little bit because now it's I should have put it in the beginning and I didn't. My fault, because I know that there's still a couple of pictures on the back. I don't have many, but okay. And this one, yeah, that's it. Those are the photos. Well, I hope you enjoyed. And of course, I want to thank you, girls. We told about having a conversation for half an hour. It's almost 1 hour. Ladies together. But it was
ladies
really
together. Oh my God.
It was really fun to have you with us on this conversation of sharing this your testimonials, making this trip to Santiago, and all your advices for the people that wants to come to Santiago de Compostela, to make the Portuguese way to Santiago. And let me tell you that next week, for the ones that are listening us, next week we will have our guides with us, so they will also share their perspective of the Portuguese way to Santiago. Thank you all for being with us. Thank you, Ana.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you.
A lovely weekend. Bye bye.
Yeah, you too.
Podem ficar.